Okay, welcome everybody. Final look at the Lego Icons Bumblebee build. Definitely more of a display piece than a moving piece because every time I pick it up, something falls off. But still pretty cool in the end. Good, decent representation of the beetle. Not super accurate, but you definitely look at it and know it's what it's supposed to be. I don't think I don't believe there's real bee pillars in an actual beetle. Well, I say, got, definitely, like I say, it's no doubt it's Bumblebee. The Autobot logos don't hurt anything. But as far as transforming him, start off with taking the windshield off and setting aside. I'll open the doors. Pull out the sides slightly. I've done this once. I spent a lot of time rebuilding the rebuild. And then what are we doing? Okay, so we're twisting these a little bit to get them out of the way. Okay, they go the full 90. Like that, and then here we're pulling that up, and then that one. I think it's that angle on it. I might be up by one notch, but I'm pretty sure that's the angle they want for our hip area. Okay, then we bring you out and then flip you down. Yeah. Okay, that may be the other way. Okay, so he's supposed to go more. Okay. Evidently his head's supposed to still be covered, but gravity. Now I swing his arms back down. And we separate his feet. And we pop the front of the hood out, and we bring one of his feet forward, lift these guys up, and then round this way with those, and pop those back down, and what did okay, lost his license plate. And these guys back up against his legs. And we fold up the doors flush on the back. Yep, that's a piece that has been coming off a lot. And this is supposed to still be up here, but pull the bumper down, reveal his head officially. Move that back and bring his forearms up. And move that around. Twist them to get his hands out here, or sort of out. I just lost a finger. And an arm. back on. There it goes. And on back in the elbow here. And then it does stand up pretty good. I'll say that. There, windshield. Put it like so, and it stores on our spare tire there. I don't think I got both sides. And like I said, still losing pieces. Okay. Then our blaster, got our claw on the end of it here, and it's got the underneath his thumb. There's another thing to break off this part of his forearm. Okay, that sort of locks the claw in place. Place the forearm, or locks the blaster in place. And let's see, the shoulders don't suit me right. They've got the football pad looking shoulders. I wish they'd come down just like one more notch to come further down, but otherwise pretty satisfying transformation. Got all the, everything does have storage, except when your license plate falls off. It's somewhere under there. But as far as actual, robot build, it's the best they could do with what they had, I think. It's not a bad looking transformation, but it's a little more complicated than the original, which you can't really blame them, because that original transformation wouldn't work on a Lego. As a matter of fact, I've got one downstairs. Let me go run and get my original, and I'll show you the difference. Okay, I know most Bumblebees are yellow, but the very first were red and yellow. But let's say he was super simple transformation. Just pop, 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 and I don't really see much family resemblance there. Like I say, this is before they decided they were going to have like personalities and stuff. But that's, like I say, much easier transformation. But Bumblebee's still Bumblebee. I'm still digging it. I think it's a pretty cool little set. Like I say, definitely more, as you can see, more for display than actual play. But I think that's true for most of the Icons sets anyway. I don't really put too much detail into trying to make them. I've broken this off before and it's not that hard to fix. But like I said, this is what I've been running into the whole time I've been trying to do this. Just so many fine pieces to line up to keep them. I say it sort of. I say it broke off. It didn't break off. The whole thing just broke off from the mount. There's. But like I said, I like it. If you're a Bumblebee fan or a Transformers fan, I think it's definitely worth picking up these guys. Fun little build. And the car, rolls and everything, so it's more of a playable thing, but it's definitely gonna still fall apart with too much handling. Like I say, I gotta give it a thumbs up. I really enjoyed building and the process, and even if the transformations, I don't want to say underwhelming, but a little more difficult than I'd normally like to deal with. All right, but I'm gonna call that a day. We'll start up a new project tomorrow in the shorts feed. Little seasonal thing I picked up. I'm not going to do the advent calendar this year because the characters I saw on the cover didn't really impress me. I thought they looked okay, but they weren't, they didn't really speak to me. But that being said, there's Bumblebee. Thanks for watching. Come back tomorrow. We'll start that new one up.